When you go to a stadium to watch your favourite team, it's about family, community and the connection we share. This is what Stadium Real Estate is about too. Hi, I'm Rachel Laurie and we believe every client deserves a front row seat on their real estate journey. At Stadium Real Estate, our people are the main event and we're 100% committed to helping you get a winning result. Family, community, connection. That's Stadium Real Estate. So get in touch with us today, stadiumrealestate.com.
Welcome to Straight Bat, talking Adelaide Turf Cricket, episode 2, proudly brought to you by the ATCA, Stadium Real Estate and Platinum Print Group. And I'll welcome my co-host, Shane McMillan. How are you going tonight, Shane?
Good, Raj. Good to be here again.
Yeah, good to be here. And not blazing sunshine yet, but it's surely just around the corner. Still a bit of rain around, isn't there?
Start of cricket season, I think. It's supposed to rain these days. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
And we've got our special guest in tonight, Joe Hack, captain of the Brighton Cricket Club this year. How you going, Joe?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, well, good to have you on board. And talking off air, but you've got the promotion this year. You're running the show out there, are you? Or you've got rid of Matt, backstabbed him out? Or?
Someone has to do it. Matt's taken a director of cricket role at the club, so just opened up a captaincy vacancy. So I've kind of just slotted in. Yeah, it's my third year here, so I kind of know how things run. So it's
enjoying it so far.
It's been good. Well, we've been winning, so that helps.
That always helps.
So that definitely helps. So
definitely.
And Matt, a typical school teacher, I've seen he's been on a few holidays as well. They love to complain how hard they work, but they always seem like they're on overseas holidays.
Yeah, exactly right.
Good on the teachers.
Very good, very good. Now we might get back to where it all started for you. So you grew up in a place called Lutterworth. What was cricket like there?
It was good. It's just a local club in Leicestershire, so just in the middle of England. And just your typical family club. Full junior setup, senior sides, and it's a really enjoyable club to be around, and that's what you need when you're little growing up. You need a good club because it keeps you interested and keeps you pursuing into later years, and here we are now in Australia playing. So
you started playing at 6. What does junior cricket look like in England?
To be fair, it's not too dissimilar to what I've seen here. It's just a lot of kids just running around, having a good time, and an excuse for the parents to just get rid of them for an hour or two while they're at the bar. But it's good. It's good. The coaching's good. It's properly done, and it's properly done here too. I think we're pretty blessed in England and Australia that we take our cricket quite seriously, and if you want to be good and produce good players, they need coaching from a young age. And that's the same from the club level to county level to any level that you want to be at. It's got to be done properly. And that's exactly what club cricket is here and there too.
Nice.
Fantastic. And you're part of the Leicestershire County program. So what was that experience like, and any standout players you played with or against? I think you're probably too young to play against David Gower, but he was obviously one of the Leicestershire greats. Who was one of my favourite players.
So just went through the age group stuff just from under 11s up until under 18s, and then that's kind of when they make the call whether you want to carry on or you're not good enough, and I was the latter. So but it was good. It was good fun. Had the pleasure of playing with a lad called Sam Evans, who went on to play in a lot of first class cricket, and Harry Swindles as well. Two lovely lads, and so they went on to did some good things for Leicester. So it was nice to watch them on TV and stuff. I think I managed to play with them.
Definitely.
Nice. And then, as does happen, you get to 18 and didn't make that pathway to particularly maybe where you wanted to get to, but had a crack at golf?
Well, so I'd always played cricket and golf growing up, and I was I was always pretty handy at golf, and then just kind of once I'd had a bit of enough of cricket, I thought I'd give golf a bit of a crack. And to be fair, I gave it a good go. I went to uni on a golf scholarship down in Bournemouth on the south coast of England. And had a lot of fun and put a lot of time and effort in. But again, the standard's so good, and then there becomes a time where you're just like, right, maybe this isn't quite meant to be. And then I took a step back and thought, right, maybe I should go and play cricket again and enjoy it for what it is and be around my mates and stuff.
It's a good place to be. I know, obviously, your club back home does the right thing, because I know from where I'm from, where we've been, you lose kids at that 18, 19, but if you treat them well,
that's
they come back.
Exactly it. Yeah,
And
exactly. And I was super keen to get back involved. Like I was always interested in how they were getting on and stuff, even though I wasn't playing. And then as soon as I had the time again, it was a no-brainer to go back and play.
Nice.
You're still having a social hit and you're getting out 20 courses in Adelaide?
Yeah, I've not played this time round in the 6 weeks I've been back, but I've had a few hits. Went down to Mount Compass, is it? That was nice. Lady Bay was nice.
Oh, yeah.
So
Tough
there's
course,
some.
that one.
Yeah, there's some, especially when it's windy. But luckily we played on a still day, so it was all right. But yeah, there's some. You've got the weather for it, I suppose, to have some real nice tracks. But yeah, the golf around here is good.
Yeah, nice.
And what do you reckon, just out of interest, because you said you gave it a decent crack, but what I mean, I guess you probably have to go all in and you have to be really in the top echelon, do you, to make it?
Yeah, so like there's so many really, really good players and to break away from that you've got to be top draw. But yeah, like what is it? Oh, sorry, cut that bit out. I stuttered. But yeah.
What are you playing off?
Well, when I stopped playing, I was off +2.
Okay.
And to be fair, I've lost because I've stopped playing. I've kind of lost my official England golf handicap. But I don't know what I'd play. I wouldn't be miles off it if I got back into it. But I'll get back into it one day. But we'll see.
It's interesting because you see like it looks like a great lifestyle and like staying in the fancy hotels and stuff. But you hear the other stories of people sleeping in their car and not making the cut, and then
that's
like
it.
struggling to eat from day to day. So it's got to be you got to be right in the top echelon.
It's pretty brutal. All the money's at the top and it doesn't filter down much.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep.
So obviously you're double captain at the moment. So captain back home and back here.
Pretty relentless.
What do you say? What are the differences and similarities between the two comps?
I think obviously the biggest difference is back home. It's just 1 day cricket. We just play 50 over games, 22 games, 22 Saturdays in a row. Just like no break. So the game itself, sometimes it feels like a different sport. Like it's a lot faster paced, not in terms of the bowling, but like in terms of it's a bit more frantic. Like the runs are coming thick and fast, and the wickets are tumbling. Whereas you come and play turf cricket, and the 2 day games, it kind of ebbs and flows a lot more. There'll be periods of the game where like nothing happens, 10, 15 overs, you score 10 runs, no wickets, like the field is just ringed. And then all of a sudden something will happen and the game can just burst into life. And it's just kind of adapting to the differences between 1 day and 2 day cricket. Like 80 overs is such a long time to bat. And I mean, 200's a good score on for the most part. Yeah. And in 80 overs, like that you don't really need to go at any sort of rate. You just need to kind of try and bat all day. Whereas back home, you've got to kind of be a bit more on the attack and on the offensive.
What's the pitches and whatnot? How do they compare?
I think the pitches themselves are. I think they're probably a bit nicer to bat on here with the weather and stuff. But it's the outfields, obviously, with the footy season being in the winter and stuff. Whereas the cricket clubs back home, they're just solely cricket clubs. In the winter months, then no traffic. Yep. So they're pretty lush, and you break the infield, and normally it goes for 4. Whereas, I mean, at Brighton on Saturday, you were lacing it for 2, and so it can be a bit harder going, especially at this time of year when the outfields are pretty long and a bit thick.
Although
here in Adelaide.
The Brighton Footy Club didn't make too many finals this year.
I've heard that. The cricket club might though, so we're all right.
That's it.
Do you reckon playing the 80 over stuff helps your 50 over cricket back home? Because there can be a lot of time in a 50 over game, especially in the last 10 if you get yourself in.
Exactly, yeah. And like cricket's cricket, like you can find ways to adapt and stuff, but it certainly makes me value my wicket a little bit more. Although sometimes it doesn't look like that. But yeah, it definitely you can tell a bit of a crossover, but it can feel like 2 different sports as well, which is the beauty of it. Like that's such a good thing that there's similarities and differences. Yeah.
Because you're probably playing midweek cricket as well, are you? There's options to play midweek as well as the 50 over stuff.
I play for a midweek team with a few of my mates and stuff. And it's so like back home, like I'm guaranteed to bat twice a week on a Wednesday night and a Saturday. You're turning up, you're knowing. Whereas here, it's like you bat first in the first game, and then you bowl in, and then in the next game you bowl first, and then all
Wash
of a sudden
out,
you've not, you've not. There's like 2 Saturdays between the 2 times you've batted, so form isn't really much of a thing. At times, and it can feel like a bit of a slog, and you walk out to bat and you think, oh, it feels like it's been a while.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And it's your 3rd season back at Brighton. So what got you over here in the first place, and then you've kept coming back? So what's kept you coming back?
Yeah, so it's always kind of been on my bucket list to play cricket in Australia, as it probably should be for a lot of people. It's such a good opportunity to have. But there was a lad called Lewis Hill who played for Brighton about 10 years ago. Who went on? He's professional at Leicestershire now, but he grew up at Lutterworth and played at Lutterworth. And I'm good friends with him, and he kind of got wind that I wanted to have a crack at maybe going overseas, and he kind of said, well, I can put you in touch with Brighton, which is where I played. And so that kind of one thing led to another, and hopped on a plane and got off, and I've kind of loved it ever since. Like I was only going to do it once, and then after a few weeks I was like, wow, like, this is pretty good. Not just the cricket, but just being by the beach, the weather, and like the club itself is a fantastic club. So and then I thought I'd come back for a second time, and lo and behold, I've come back for a 3rd time, and now I'm the captain. There's
taking over the joint.
Yeah, that's it. And so obviously, it shows that the club's a brilliant club and do things in the right way, that I've wanted to keep coming back and represent them as captain.
Nice. Yeah, we talked about it before we come on air about the connections that you can make with people. Like just, if you got the opportunity to do it, like, I'm looking to send my daughter overseas with the guy that stayed with us, 15, 20 years ago. So, it's really, really good to see so many English players out here. It looks like half the A grades, A1 are full of English players. And a fair few in A2 as well.
Yeah.
Nice. So when you first come out, first year in, how did you transition? So you went 23, 24, you guys got promoted from A2 up to A1? Yeah,
we finished top of A2. We only lost 1 game in the regular season to Spock, and then we played Spock in the semi, and then lost to them. We didn't, which wasn't ideal, but we earned the right by finishing top and only losing 1 game in the regular season. So we knew at the start of that A2 year that we had a very strong side. We recruited well. It was Matt McInerney's first year, Matt Walmsley-Pace's first year, and they're two fantastic players that did some good damage that year. And then, in terms of adjusting to Aussie conditions, it seemed like it was a bit, at first, when you arrive and you look at the outfields and stuff, because of the Aussie rules, you probably think, oh, like, this could be interesting. But I think after the first couple of games, you kind of adapt. You have no choice but to adapt and just try and bat time. And but it was pretty seamless, and it helped just being around a really nice group of lads and stuff. Because it can be quite nerve-wracking coming over and playing overseas when. Because you don't stats. You look at stats from England, you look at stats from Australia. It doesn't actually matter. Like, you kind of got to prove it a little bit. And luckily,
like you just said, you might have made 400 runs in England, but you've batted twice a week.
Well, that's it. Yeah, so that first year, it was pretty nerve-wracking the first couple of times, and luckily I got away with a couple of good scores. So it kind of, you relax a little bit because you're like, at least they know that I'm actually half capable of actually making a bit of a difference. I'm not just come over and I'm just going to stink it up. So so that was all right. But finishing top was fully deserved, and so then we had a good crack at A1 last year.
And you're going all right so far this year, and well placed in this game as well. So you're happy with, I guess, how the squad's shaping up and the depth across the club? Yeah,
for sure. We've recruited well. We've got another English lad over, James Cox, who's playing minor counties for Cambridge and takes a lot of wickets for them, and he's bowling pretty sharp. I think last year we probably didn't have just that strike bowler that just bowled a bit quicker than everyone else, but this year we've kind of got that, which is really nice to have.
And he's got a bit of Maxi Walker about him. The old
he's a bit he has,
tricky to face.
He has, but he's bowled well up to now. He's not really got the wickets he's deserved, but I think there will be that 1 week where he blows a top order away. So, yeah, watch out for that for sure. But, yeah, we've recruited well. Matt McInerney's obviously, he got 4 wickets. Gareth Pheasant, who's been spinning a web for these last few weeks. He's a great bloke. Like I say, Walmsley Page, Jake Hartigan. Like we got so many players capable of winning games and making a big difference, and that's what you need to do well. You need depth. You don't want to rely on 1 or 2 players. You need to be able to rely on everyone, and I think that's certainly what we've got here.
Probably the biggest difference from A2 going up to A1. That A2 you could probably get away with just having your stars, but there's a lot more depth in the A1s
for sure. Like that's probably the one thing that I'd noticed difference. Probably you took 4 or 5 wickets in A2, and you'd skittle kind of teams would almost roll over. Whereas in A1, there's no teams that like number 9 wouldn't look out of place batting number 5 sometimes to a certain extent. So yeah, that's probably the biggest difference. And over the course of 80 overs, it makes depth so important at like a top level. So yeah.
Nice.
The captaincy's going all right. You've found it so far so good. Obviously, like you said, you're winning, but I forgot to submit the umpire report for the last game, so $50, $50 fine for the club.
Pay my wage.
But they can pay that. Wasn't so yeah, that wasn't ideal. That's the only thing I've done wrong. I forgot to lock the shed after training one time too, which caused a bit of a stir.
Yeah,
but on the field, it's going really well. I mean, like you say, it's just about winning, I guess. Like if you're winning games and the team's doing well, then everything else around the club's pretty buzzing. So, and that's certainly the case.
Nice. And you did start off very well last year and then fell in a bit of a hole.
Yeah, we did. And we're looking to not make the same mistake twice. It's funny because we won our first 2 last year and then played Trinity at home in round 3 and lost to them. And obviously we're playing Trinity at the minute. So I kind of said at the start that we're a year older and wiser and more experienced. So let's not let that happen again.
So speaking of being at the pointy end of the ladder, who are you playing in the grand final?
Assuming we get there, which you never know. It's hard to look past Goodwood, really. They've just we beat them in the first game, and that's probably the best time you want to play the best team, when they've probably got a couple of new lads just finding their feet and stuff. But I think the week after they got about 320, and I think they got a fair few on Saturday too.
Like we were just saying, the depth. I think I had a quick look at the scores on Saturday, and they were 3 for 30, and then I looked back and they've made 280.
Yeah, so probably hard to look past Goodwood with that, just purely on the depth and the quality that they've got. But
nice.
Yeah, very good. All right, we might rip you through the mad minute. So I've got a few rapid fire questions and see what you got for us. Hardest player to captain at Brighton.
Matt McInerney, I reckon he can be a bit of a loose cannon sometimes, but he's a great lad.
Yep.
Biggest pest at the club?
Probably Tommy Marshall.
Your greatest cricketing achievement?
Probably winning 2 Division 1 titles with Lutterworth, and then probably finishing top of A2 with Brighton as well, just both sides of the pond.
Nice. Drink of choice?
I've always been a Stone and Wood man, but since I've been back, I've got into ginger beer,
right?
And the Brookdale Union ginger beer.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, top drawer. When the sun comes out as well, I reckon it'll taste even better.
It is lucky that you're working 40 hours a week at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's it. Something's got to pay for them.
Yeah, that's it.
Favourite cricketer growing up?
Oh, Jonathan Trott.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah,
interesting.
I always enjoyed watching him bat.
He's coaching Afghanistan, isn't he?
Yeah,
doing a pretty
good
job.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Very good.
Will Joe Root finally score 100 in Australia?
He'll score multiple. I reckon he'll score more than 2, not just 1. I reckon.
Okay, we'll get into that a bit later. Yeah.
Bookmark that one.
Best thing about Brighton Cricket Club?
Just the community feel around the club. It's a family-run club, and it's just a great place to be. Like, you turn up, and the atmosphere is always fantastic. Whether it's on a Friday night or a Saturday night, there's always something going on socially, and then just a great set of lads to play cricket with from top to bottom. Nice,
pretty nice venue. We're pretty lucky. I think I'd say it most weeks when people come in. The venues that we've got to play on are
for sure
first class.
Yep. All right, we might rip into some Ashes chat. What do you reckon? Yeah. So, English lineup, I guess. What can you tell us? It's a little bit unsettled at the moment. Are they going to have enough fit players? And
Don't worry about it. You lot just focus on yourselves. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Wasn't Archer playing C grade?
This week? He's just turning his arm over.
Yeah, right.
Where do you think they can get Australia? Like, is it going to be the batting and the quick scoring? Or is it going to be the pace attack?
Yeah, I reckon we'll probably get you. If we do, which isn't a guarantee, I reckon your batting could be a little bit of a weak link, and if we can keep Wood and Archer fit, which is a big if, then we could do some damage. I think we'll be competitive, which is something that can't be said in previous series. Yeah,
it's going to be a good series,
and particularly at the start of the series, it's close games back to back.
Yeah.
So it's whether those guys can hold up.
Yeah, it'd be nice to come into Adelaide at 1-1. I reckon that'd set up some good theatre.
So if you did have to put the $50 on the line again, what's your prediction?
I think for the score.
Series.
For the series. In my heart, I obviously would like England to win, but I think Australia will win 3-1. But like I say, I think it'll be really competitive, and I think it'll be a brilliant series. And I wouldn't rule out England winning, which can't be said in previous years.
Yep.
So England's weakness probably the lack of quality spin, I would say. Like, is Bashir going to play all 5 tests, or will they use Root as a spinner? What do you think?
Yeah, I think. Well, we're bringing over Will Jacks as well, and I think they'll utilise him.
Okay.
But I think Bashir will probably. It sounds like they're backing him in pretty hard, and they have done for the last year or two. So I reckon we'll see Bashir certainly for the first 1 or 2 tests, and then if he gets whacked, then we'll probably have to make some changes.
Yeah, and who should the Aussie fans be looking out for? Someone we haven't seen play here before.
Jamie Smith.
Okay,
and Harry Brook as well. There's some real exciting players, and that's what is making it shape up to be a great series.
Yeah, fair enough.
Raj, over to you. What are you thinking with the Australian lineup? What are we?
Well, they pick Weatherald as an opener, so I think he's got to play. So I think Weatherald, and then the all-rounder spot's probably the one up for grabs. I saw Bo Webster's got Travis Head out today, so he's bowling all right. So I would stick with him because he hasn't done anything wrong, but the selectors seem to be having a love affair with Cameron Green. So I think Green would play, but I'd pick Webster.
I hope you're right, and I hope they go for Weatherall as the opener and not Labuschagne, and Labuschagne bat at 3. But I still think they're going to back Green at 3.
Okay, and
Webster
play
at
both
6.
all rounders.
Which I don't like, but
no.
I think they might do it.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Weatherall missed out today, cleaned up by Liam Scott. He got 20 odd. So
I wasn't watching it because I was busy working, but Dave was watching it. And he said Weatherall was looking quite good. With the stick. So disappointing you couldn't go on with it.
Oh well, we'll see what happens. But I think Australia maybe 3-1 with the draw in there somewhere as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I was actually thinking 3-1 as well. Okay. I think we've all gone 3-1. So there we go.
Yeah, but maybe England to win in Adelaide just to keep the
that would be a dream.
Have you been? You wouldn't have seen England play out here.
I've not seen England play out here. I've been to a few Ashes days back home. I was at Edgbaston when Crawley hit the first ball for 4. So that was a moral victory in itself. We lost that test, but it didn't matter because we hit the first ball for 4. So who cares?
Yeah. No, you'll enjoy yourself out here. It's a unreal experience to do. Yeah.
Barmy Army will be out here in force, so it'll be a great atmosphere,
I
think.
Well, they didn't get to come last time because of COVID.
That's right.
So I'm assuming there might be a few more that'll be coming out. So, looking forward to it.
It's going to be outstanding. We might take a quick break on the straight bat and come back and have a look at some local results.
Now's the time to dry something new. Cooper's Dry 3.5, a low-carb, mid-strength lager. Light and easy drinking with a crisp and refreshing finish. Go on, give it a dry. Get it at your local and chuck it in your fridge.
Yes, welcome back to Straight Bat, talking Adelaide Turf Cricket. We're going to rip into the results from the weekend. A1 Kookaburra Sports Premier Grade Scotch, 9 for 225, so a solid enough score against PAOC. Harry White was a standout there, 61 off 214 balls, so a bit of a patient knock.
Yeah, look, I don't know if play cricket was right there, but it definitely says 214 balls there.
Held the innings together there quite nicely.
Cool. And Port District at home to Spock. Port District batted and finished the day 343 for 9. So great effort from them. Dylan Hiscock, the standout, 78 off just 48 deliveries.
Ranella versus Paraka down there at Ranella. Paraka all out for 121. Ranella 1 for 59 at the moment. And the fast bowling duo of Aranga and Petty both finished with 3 for 33. So still looking on anonymous.
Yep. And Grange got through Para Hills for 195. George Haley, the best of the batsmen, with 54. And Michael McDonald, more wickets, 5 for 65. So keeps racking up the wickets.
Love a spinner.
Yep.
Okay, so Brighton, 1 for 79, chasing Trinity's 145. And the one highlight I've got written down here is myself getting out LBW to Shaper for 21. But it was sliding down.
Pretty adjacent,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it was sliding. It was sliding.
Okay, fair
What
enough.
is Bradley Shaper? He was in and out of their team all year, but every time he plays, whether it's B grade or A grade from him, he takes wickets.
Yeah, well, he played this time last year and he got 5 against us
Yeah.
and then got 50 not out with a bat.
Right, okay.
So yeah, that was the start of our downfall. So hopefully,
his fault.
yeah, it is. It's all his fault, and he's got me out again. So yeah, a bit of a rabbit of his, but nah, fair play.
There we go. And we touched on it earlier. Woodville South versus Goodwood. Goodwood managed to put 280 on the board. Adam Chislett, another 100, 101. And Jack Pudney, 5 for 58 for Woody South.
Okay, so swinging to A2, Cooper's Brewery grade. Hectorville with a solid 249 against Goodwood. Jack Burse, 64. And Matthew Collum, 8 for 33. That's a fair day out, isn't it?
Handy.
Very handy.
And then moving on, so we've got Unley at home to Adelaide Lions. Unley batted first, 166. Archie Houghton contributing 71 of those. Adelaide Lions finished the day 2 for 23.
Then we had Hope Valley versus Walkerville out there at Hope Valley. Hope Valley, Walkerville batting first, making 271. I think Walkerville might be the team to beat in A2s this year. Hope Valley sitting on 2 for 17 at the moment. Zach Norris with 113 and Tyrell Sinclair, 7 for 66.
Yeah, great performances there. Ingle Farm, 160. AJ Pundir, 52. And Marion, 6 for 70 in reply. 90 more to get. So reasonably evenly poised. That'll be a good finish there.
Balance there, yep.
Yep, Golden Grove batting first away at Flinders Park. Golden Grove all out for 191. Tom Cousins, the standout performer there with 7 for 71. Well bowled.
He's, I don't know how many he's on. I think he got 13 in the first
did,
game,
yeah,
5 in the second, and he's already got 7 so
But he
far.
may not get player of the round looking at the next game. So I don't know how
Well,
you're going to judge that one.
Yeah, look, Jeps crossed, and unfortunately for Brahma, they sent Jeppies in the bat, and the pitch was green because the covers are on it. And I think Jeppies were thinking about having a bowl as well, but they've ended up with a 3 for 460 off their 80 overs. Sonny Sahar, 226 not out, and Ali's a Englishman himself is 110. So
What can you tell us about Saha? He hits a good ball, does he?
Oh, he won the batting award 2 years ago.
Yep.
Last year it was Marshall who made 80 as well. Didn't make the cut for here. But so look, he can bat.
Yeah.
So he's got a bit of confidence about him again now, and he's made a few runs to start the year. So
Certainly has, yeah. A3 Belgravia Apparel grade. Goodwood won the toss and racked up 216 against Ranella, so pretty even team performance there. So they're in a solid position, I think, to win that one.
Yep, Modbury batting first at home to Ingle Farm. Modbury made 133 and Ingle Farm 5 for 51 in reply, so that could be a close one.
Fulham travelled to Ross Trevor. Fulham managed to put on 192. Ross Trevor at the moment are 3 for 36. Luke Adcock with 70 for Fulham. And I was speaking to someone that plays in the A3 and they think Fulham are the team to beat this year in the A3. So one to follow there.
Yep. Para Hills 173, Atul Dasali 55, and Grange in reply 1 for 44. So well placed to get the win there.
Yep, and then we've got Pulteney Old Scholars batting first against Old Ignatians, 190. Alexander Smith, 93. Matthew van der Summen, 30. Only mentioning because he dirtied up to Matt about his 114 in C1 last week and didn't get a nomination for Performance of the Month.
It was filthy. He didn't get a nod for Performance of the Month, and we gave it to one of the LO players there. So I thought we'll just give Matt a bit of a shout out there.
Stick in his 30.
Yeah.
Keep
Was he
him,
on the
keep him
podcast
happy.
last year?
Yeah,
he was, wasn't he? Yeah. So he's got a long memory, hasn't he?
That's it.
Fair enough.
And then we've got Paynham. Yeah, bit of a close one here. Result on day one already, and in the balance day too. So Paynham all out for 97, which you think that's your first innings done, but they've managed to roll Shock out for 83. And a familiar name, Joseph Richard Gilbert, 7 for 24 for Paynham.
Yeah, gets a lot of wickets, doesn't he? So women's first grade stadium real estate. So Ranella 2 strong for Port Adelaide. Ranella 2 for 81 in reply to Port Adelaide 7 for 80. Zoya Punj made 26 for Port Adelaide, and Georgia Weatherspoon 30 not out. Saw Ranella home there.
And then Para Hills at home to West Torrens. Para Hills looked a bit too good. West Torrens batting first, 5 for 80, and Para Hills chased it 2 down to Mara Clapton with 61.
Yep.
And then a high-scoring game, this one here, Woodville South, 6 for 121, defeated by Kensington, 2 for 122. Caroline Walters, 36 not out for Woodville. Macy Foreman, 45 for Kensington, and Hayley Rudder, another familiar name, 39 not out for Kensington.
I have to congratulate Macy. She's one of my daughter's friends.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. I'll get her to send a text out tonight. So good knock there. So that's some interesting poised games at the end of week 1, and we'll wrap those results up in our next podcast. But Joe, thanks for coming in. Great to have a chat to you. Good luck for the rest of the season with the Brighton boys. Keep up the good work.
Cheers, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Yep.
Been a pleasure.
All right, and that takes us out for another edition of Straight Bat. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks. See you then.
Thank you. See ya.